Yo, what's going on YouTube? Jan Moses here, back with another My Team video, and in this one we're going to be going over the latest set of Spark agendas, which if you complete them will give you a Dark Matter Penny Hardaway. I didn't have a chance to react to the graphic that we got on Twitter yesterday from the My Team page showing that we were going to get this Dark Matter Penny Hardaway, but he immediately becomes one of the best, if not the best, reward cards that we've gotten from one of these Tuesday grinds over the last 3 seasons, from Rush to Bold to now Spark. This is great. I mean, honestly, maybe I can make the argument that Austin Reaves, given that when he came out as the first Rush agenda reward, was one of the only Galaxy Opals that we could grind for and not have to rip packs for, maybe I could argue that Austin Reaves had a bigger impact, at least for me personally, in my team journey this year. But I still think this Penny Hardaway card, even though it's another point guard reward card in June, is going to make a huge impact for anyone who grinds for him. And with that said, I think we should go and take a look at the agendas, because what I will say is when I saw that graphic come out yesterday showcasing Penny Hardaway, my mind immediately raced to, oh my god, we're gonna have to play unlimited for this card. I mean, they gave us unlimited related agendas for the Bold Dark Matter John Morant, so I was expecting some really toxic unlimited related agenda. And we're gonna go through these agendas first before I show how I would go about each one. But I'm really happy that there is no unlimited required to get Dark Matter Penny Hardaway. Now, first agenda, 21 points in a game with a Celtics player 15 times. That's really easy. You can get this done in triple threat offline. I'll show you the players that I would recommend using to get this done. But that's all you need to do to get a Dark Matter Reggie Lewis card, who looks pretty solid, honestly. 100 rebounds with centers over multiple multiplayer games. I'll show you what I'm running in Clutch Time Online for that and how I'm going to try to pair this with getting 50 fast break points over multiple Clutch Time Online games. I'm relatively happy with this just because Clutch Time Online is my preferred game mode of choice whenever I want to play online on stream, at least. So pretty happy that our online agendas are, like, the one that is mode specific is Clutch Time Online related. So pretty happy about that. Another set of agendas that you can pair up, 19 assists and 18 points with a point guard in a game. You tie that in with 36 points and 11 rebounds with a Spurs player in a game. And I think at the same time, while you're chasing these two, you can also get this agenda done. And I'll show you which challenge I would do that in a little bit. Nets 3-pointers, I'll show you the players that I want to run to get this done. This should be done, in my opinion, in triple threat offline. We already covered that one. And then 100 assists with Magic players over multiple games. If you want, you can combine this agenda with the Celtic points if you want to bring like a Celtic center, if you have Bill Russell from the Bold agenda set, if you have Kevin McHale, who I believe was the Clutch Time Offline reward. I think he's still the Clutch Time Offline reward, so you can still grind for him if you don't have him already. You can throw lobs to those two Celtic players with Magic players if you want, so that way you can try and, you know, complete both agendas at the same time. Yeah, let's take a look at the lineups now. I don't want to spend too much time over here. So Celtics 21, let's say you don't want to throw lobs with a Magic player to those aforementioned Celtic players. I would run either Derek White, who you can get from the round 1 playoff challenges. I believe it's the 5th round 1 playoff challenge that you need to complete. I think the majority of people probably have this card. If you don't want to do that, I think a cheap budget option, if you don't want to spend time grinding those challenges, is to go out and buy Breakout Peyton Pritchard. I got him from one of those reward packs, you know, a few seasons ago from playing Clutch Time Offline or Triple Threat Offline. This Peyton Pritchard card is really nice. He has a really solid jumper, in my opinion, for an Emerald, and he has an 88 3-pointer along with, you know, 9 gold badges. He has gold catch and shoot, so if you put up a shot with Peyton Pritchard and you miss, bring a center. Like in this case, I'm bringing Derek Lively. I would honestly bring Derek Lively, and I'd throw in another center here so you increase your odds of getting an offensive rebound. Like, I love Larry Sanders and Derek Lively for offline grinds. Bring in both of these guys. If you put up a shot with Peyton Pritchard, or I guess with Derek White, and you miss, you can get an offensive rebound, kick it back out, and then that gold catch and shoot, or if Derek White has Hall of Fame catch and shoot, will trigger, and you'll have a better shot of making that jump shot. You can see here he has Hall of Fame catch and shoot. So that's what I would do for the Celtics. 21 points. Again, if you don't want to bring in a Magic's player Magic player and throw up lobs to a Celtics big, to try and do both of those agendas at the same time. Now for Clutch Time Online, again, you want to combine, you want to try and multitask, right? You want to try and get those 100 rebounds in multiplayer games at the same time that you're getting those fast break points. I would bring in a front court like this one. Mo Bamba and Tyson Chandler are both very efficient at getting rebounds for me, and I know it kind of goes without saying, but you really want to make sure that your power forward is a center eligible card. Like, you don't want to be running Kyle Kuzma or a guy like Galaxy Opal Julius Randle, who are power forward, small forward eligible at the power forward, because that's one less player whose rebounds are contributing towards that center agenda. And then at the same time, whenever you get a rebound defensively, you can then kick it out to one of your players, hopefully running on the fast break, to go out and get a layup or a dunk or a three-pointer if you're lucky. For the fast break portion, on top of bringing centers that are going to hopefully get defensive rebounds for me and then outlet it for a quick bucket, I also have Draymond Green, who I really love running at the point guard position because of the number of steals he gets for me. I mean, those of you that have been watching my streams, you guys see what Draymond does for me defensively. He's an absolute wrecker on defense. And so any steal I get with him at least in the past, have led to fast break points more times than not. So I'm going to be looking to Draymond Green to keep that trend going for me. So that's how I would go about getting the rebounds with centers and getting the fast break points with both the centers getting defensive rebounds and with my point guard getting steals and turning those steals into quick buckets. Moving on from there, I mentioned the Nets three-pointers. This is the lineup I'm going to be running for the Nets three-pointers in offline, at least for now. If I'm really struggling to hit threes consistently with Mikal Bridges, I may just go with D'Angelo Russell and bring in Derek Lively and Larry Sanders Emerald, and then kind of do what I mentioned I was going to do with Derek White or Peyton Pritchard, and apply that same method for D'Angelo Russell just because I like his jump shot. But otherwise, I want to bring three Nets players because again, on the fast break, if I get a rebound with Nick Claxton and I see Mikal Bridges is going to be open for a three, I'd rather kick it out to him rather than wait for D'Angelo Russell and then potentially have to reset in the half court, use a screen to get freed up, and then pop a three that way. So this is the lineup that I want to use here. And the reason why I'm bringing Mikal Bridges and Nick Claxton is because they have a dynamic duo together. As you can see, that icon underneath their position is glowing up. So that's why I wanted to showcase those three players as my Nets players of choice as of now for that the Nets three-pointer. Also, really quickly, in terms of Magic players, if you have the Pro Pass from a couple of seasons ago, I would bring Paolo Banchero. Otherwise, maybe you're lucky like me and you got Mac McClung. You could bring Mac McClung and use him. If you have Mac McClung, then you could use him for the Ty Lawson 18 points and 19 assist agenda. Otherwise, if you don't have Mac McClung and you want to run, another point guard, I would highly recommend this dynamic duo right here. Maybe you're like me and you were on my team during that week a couple of seasons ago, or however long ago it was, when Tim Duncan was the weekly login reward. I went and I bought Tony Parker so that I could activate their dynamic duo. And my plan right now is to get those 18 points and 19 assists with Tony Parker, get that Ty Lawson agenda done, and have those assists go to Tim Duncan so that I could get his 36 points and 11 rebounds with the Spurs player agenda done, for Keldon Johnson. And the challenge I would get this done in, go to Spotlight Challenges. Actually, really quickly, I know there are a number of people that are going to probably go out there on YouTube and mention that you can go and get this done in the post-scoring challenge, which you definitely can. It's on semi-pro. It's on 4-minute quarters. You can get it done. But if you're like me and that kind of time constraint, a 4-minute time constraint kind of worries you, I would go to the round recap, second round, go all the way to the last challenge here for the Dark Matter Anthony Edwards. And you can see here the win condition is you need a total 43 points, get 3 3-pointers and have 2 dunks with any players. So you can get the 43 points with one player, the 3 threes with another player, and then the 2 dunks with another player. This is on pro difficulty, which is really nice, and you have 12-minute quarters and you don't have to win the game. Once you meet those win conditions, the game ends, which I really like. So you have the full 12-minute quarter, which is really nice also for stamina. I feel like you're going to have much more stamina in that game because it's 12-minute quarters. And so if you look at the lineup that I mentioned right here, you can, get that 36 point and 11 rebound assist done with Tim Duncan. And then you're using Tony Parker in this case, right? So you'll get the 19 assists from Tony Parker going to Tim Duncan, but you really don't want Tim Duncan to hit those 43 points that you need for that win criteria to be met. You want to instead hit the 43 points with Tony Parker. So you're going to get those 19 assists from Tony Parker to Tim Duncan. You're going to get those, once you get those 19 assists to Tim Duncan, he's going to get the 36 points naturally from those assists. I would try to get as many of those assists to lead to 2-pointers with Tim Duncan, because if you do that, that's going to leave you with 38 points with Tim Duncan, 5 short of that 43 point marker needed for the game to end, basically. And then I would try to get Tony Parker, or whoever your point guard of choice is, get that card up to 43 points, because on your way to getting those 19 assists for the Ty Lawson agenda, you're going to be getting those 8 assists that you need for that last agenda, that Penny Hardaway agenda, where you need 42 points and 8 assists. And then once you get Tony Parker, or again, whoever your point guard is, up to 43 points, obviously you're going to be getting to 42 points on the way. Right there, if you play this challenge out the way that I described it, you're going to be getting the Ty Lawson, Keldon Johnson, and that last Penny Hardaway agenda all done in one game. I think that is by far the most efficient way to get this done. And if you want to be even more efficient, like I said, if you're lucky enough to have a Magic point guard like Mac McClung, like I do, then you could bring Mac McClung, and then while you're getting those 19 assists, you can have those 19 assists count towards the 100 Magic player assists that you need. So 2K, shout out to you. 2K gave us plenty of ways to, mix and match, multitask, get these agendas done, get multiple agendas done, or at least make progress in multiple agendas, all in one game, which is awesome. So I'm really happy about that. It's going to make this agenda grind, I think, last no more than 4 to 5 hours, maybe at the most if you really take your time. If you're speed running it, maybe you can get it done in closer to 3 hours, 3.5 hours. So and that's all you need to do. You do that, and then you get Penny Hardaway's Dark Matter card. I'm really happy that the agendas don't require any unlimited. I was genuinely very worried that we were going to have that. Playoffs recap, just really quickly. The agendas aren't all that difficult. Actually, what I would recommend, one of the agendas require you to get 14 points and shoot 100% with Derek Lively. If you've been playing these agendas out, let me see, I forget, was Pink Diamond Derek Lively a reward card? How did I get Pink Diamond Derek Lively? Let me see really quickly, hold on. I should have looked at this ahead of time, but we're gonna do this live. Pink Diamond Derek Lively, I got him, he's part of the Gladiator collection. So I got Derek Lively through one of the deluxe packs. If you have this Derek Lively card, I would bring this Pink Diamond Derek Lively into the any of these agendas for Friday promos. Or any of the challenges for Friday promos, I apologize. So like right here for Ignite, for example, the first string of all these Friday promo challenges require you to just get 15 points. I brought Derek Lively into this, and I ran pick and rolls, and I threw lobs to him and had him get 14 points all off of lobs that way. And then once I went 7 for 7 with Derek Lively, I just got a quick layup with someone else like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and the challenge ended. Really easy way to get that done. If you do not have that Derek Lively card, then just go and get that challenge done for the Galaxy Opal Derek Lively card, and then bring him into that challenge. That's what I would do. Yeah, and then lastly, I think we have to go to season, right? Season, playoffs. Yeah, conference finals. These are the 5 players. I'm not going to spend too much time talking about them right here. All I'm going to say is I'm pretty disappointed that we only got 5 cards. I think I predicted that we were going to get 8 cards after we had 10 for round 1 and 11 for round 2. But to only get 5, and then for us to only get 2 Dark Matters, 1 from each team, one of them being Kyrie Irving, who, yeah, he's a fun card, but he doesn't look like he's that much better than the Galaxy Opal Kyrie Irving, which I know is a, gamble-only special insert card. But Kyrie Irving doesn't really excite me all that much, especially when we're getting a Penny Hardaway card, who's available as of today. And then Jaylen Brown, this card is a carbon copy of the Ignite card. Same ratings, same tendencies, same animations, and same badges. It's really lazy on 2K's part to give us this card. I would have been totally fine if 2K made this Jaylen Brown playoffs card a worse version of what we got on Friday, because I'm sure there are plenty of people who have locked in the Ignite collection and have gotten Jaylen Brown, And now they're going to see this Jaylen Brown card, who's available today, is the same exact value, basically. He brings exactly the same things to the table as the card that they potentially locked, what, 493,000 MT into getting? So, and that's assuming they didn't rip any packs to get Galaxy Opals. If they bought those 4 Galaxy Opals in the Ignite collection, you know, at face value on the player market, that's what they spent to get a card that they could have just waited until Tuesday for to get for free, basically. So that really sucks. Derek Lively does look like a really fun card because he's 7'1" with a 7'6" wingspan and has a 76 3-pointer. The question is, what does Derek Lively's shot on very quick look like? We'll have to wait and see. I'm not going to be able to grind any of these out today. I have to actually run to work right now. I just want to get this video out really quickly for you guys. Nembhard should have gone to Dark Matter. I don't know why we got a Galaxy Opal. Andrew Nembhard, he had such a strong series. I know the Pacers lost every game in the postseason to the Celtics. They went 0-4, but Nembhard played really well after Tyrese Halliburton went out. And then Mike Conley, I mean, Mike Conley didn't do anything really all playoffs. I mean, I don't get why we don't get a Rudy Gobert here. You know, I know that 2K loves giving us short point guards, but like at least, you know, at least give us a Rudy Gobert. Like we were getting a short point guard in Kyrie Irving. We're getting a short point guard in Andrew Nembhard. We're getting a short point guard today. I know it's a different promo, but we're getting a short point guard right here in Ty Lawson. Like, why can't you give us a Rudy Gobert, who, yes, I know Rudy Gobert didn't have a strong series against the Dallas Mavericks, but neither did Mike Conley. At least Rudy Gobert had a couple of double-doubles, I think, in that series. Give us the Karl Anthony Towns. I know he has Galaxy Opal, but that Galaxy Opal came out in February. Give us a Karl Towns for his 25-point performance in Game 4, and in, you know, elimination game for them, he goes 4 or 5 from 3. That was like the only notable performance from the Timberwolves all series against Dallas outside of Anthony Edwards. And you can't give us an Anthony Edwards because we already have 2 Dark Matter Anthony Edwards in the game. So anyway, that's my rant. That's all I have to say. This video is going on longer than I wanted it to, but hey, at least we have Penny Hardaway in the game with agendas that really aren't all that difficult to complete. So hope you guys found this video kind of helpful. I know it's a bit of a longer video, at least longer than I wanted it to be. I have to run, like I said. I don't know if I'm going to be able to stream sometime this week or weekend. Hopefully I can. If not, I'll try to get gameplays out with these cards as soon as I get them. It's just going to be a little delayed, but again, we have 2 weeks to get them done. I'd rather get these cards at my own pace than, you know, grind like crazy to go and get Penny Hardaway. Like, we're in June. I'll get these cards whenever I get them, and I'm going to enjoy getting and then using Penny Hardaway once I do get him. So yeah, that's the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Have a great day. I'll see you guys later.